This Automotive Affairs video is presented to you by BMW London.
Hi, I'm Matthew Wilson, National Product Planning Manager for BMW Group Canada, and today we'd like to introduce you to the all-new 8 Series Coupe. Now, BMW obviously has a long history of producing iconic coupes. We started with the 507 in the 1950s. The 70s, we introduced to the world the 3.0 CS. And in the late 80s, we actually introduced the first generation of the 8 Series Coupe in 1989. That actually was the first vehicle to combine a V12 engine with a 6-speed manual transmission at the time. It was also the technological leader of the era. In more recent times, we've introduced the i8 Coupe and the i8 Roadster, which were really revolutionary, combining our advanced carbon fiber technology along with their powertrain, their hybrid powertrain. But today, of course, and in about 6 to 8 short weeks' time, the all-new 8 Series Coupe will go on sale. Now, each of those vehicles I mentioned had some inspiration for the new 8 Series Coupe. If you look at the vehicle, much different design language and really points towards the future of BMW design. The kidneys at the front, for the first time in more than 3 decades, now have the connected kidneys, which are elongated and give it a low and wide stance. They're actually the slimmest headlights in the BMW portfolio. And for the first time in any sort of mass production, we now have introduced BMW's laser light technology to North America. You also notice some very subtle cues on the front, the carbon fiber components in the front fascia, the rear fascia, as well. The roof, for the first time on not a pure M vehicle, is also carbon fiber, which of course reduces weight and improves the overall weight balance of the vehicle. Now, in the side profile, you can see it's extremely long and sleek. Instead of one character line, there are 2 character lines that run the entire length of the vehicle, definitely giving it that low and elongated look. And towards the back of the vehicle, you'll notice the typical, this is another BMW design characteristic, the L-shaped taillights, and for the first time those are take on a 3-dimensional form. Now, you'll notice the badge M850 in Canada. We will have the M850 Coupe and the M8, of course, which has been previewed later in 2019. Now, under the hood, this is, as mentioned, the next generation V8 engine from BMW, now with 523 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque, and much more efficient overall as well, with significant fuel efficiency improvements. Now, when you combine that with the lightweight technology, so there have been some weight savings, and the extensive use of carbon fiber is definitely aided in that. So the combination, of course, a lot more power, more than 70 horsepower than the previous V8, as well as lighter weight components, is really what has enabled the new 8 to be such a strong performing vehicle. As well, the carbon fiber you're seeing on the outside is also complemented by our carbon core technology, which adds carbon fiber components on the interior or the frame of the vehicle itself as well. Now, if we want to take a closer look at the interior of the vehicle. So, as much emphasis was placed on the exterior design of the vehicle, equal emphasis was placed on the interior. If you pay close attention, things like the gear shift lever, the iDrive controller, those are actually fine crystal. So they're not just glass or plastic, they're actual crystal components that really replaced what we used to call ceramic controls. So now it's crystal controls on a lot of the interior components. The gauge, if you look, that's the first application of our Live Cockpit Professional. So it allows, it's a fully customized gauge cluster. So the driver can change it to whether it be the infotainment controls or the navigation controls, as well as change the look and feel of the speedometer and tachometer and all the relevant information. As well, the largest navigation screen in the industry at 12.3 inches. This also features our iDrive 7.0, so the next generation of iDrive, and of course has a full suite of connected drive applications on it. Okay, so the new M850 Coupe goes on sale in Canada December 8th with starting price of $123,500, so less than 2 months time.